Hi! Today I'm at Mormon Lake and we are having one of our very first winter storms of the season, and I am going to show you how to winterize your cabin. Now, anytime after the month of September, if you're going away for more than 3 or 4 days, I suggest winterizing, even though if you're going just for a couple days in the early part of the fall, like September or October, maybe just turn the water off. But here in November, anytime between November and April, I suggest full winterization. My dog is barking. So the first thing you need to do is turn off your water, and I am going to show you how to do that right now. So yes, it's snowing right now. It's actually quite pretty. The first thing you need to do when you're getting ready to winterize your house is to look for the water key. And if you are just buying a new home, most of the time the water key is hidden in the garage. And it looks like this. Kind of like the old skate key you had as a kid when you would go ice skating or roller skating. Now that you have the water key, you're going to have to locate the water turnoff, which you probably know by now, but I'm going to go ahead and show it to you. So here, what I've done, this is my place, and I'm winterizing it for the last time. I have marked the area with a little flag, an American flag, because when the snow, if you come in the winter and the snow is deep, this will be buried and you'll have to come in and dig it out in order to turn on your water. So another thing that you have to be concerned about is sometimes when it's frozen, this lid will be stuck. And you'll have to get a big thick screwdriver to pry it off. But I'm hoping right now it's not stuck, and I'm going to give it a try. Woohoo! Now, I hope you can see in here. So, in down there is a little lip, which you're going to take this key right here. Okay, you're going to take this key right here, and you're going to straddle the little lip at the bottom. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so I've straddled the lip. Now the water is on, so I need to turn it to the right to turn it off. So take a look. You take about one, let me go, I'll have to put this down in a second. Okay, you take 1/4 turn to turn it off. And you can tell, because if you look down there, you probably can't see it, but the little lip is aligned. Now, if you wanted to turn it on, you come in and you're arriving, you turn it 1/4 turn, and when I say 1/4, this is what I mean. You turn it like, whoop, 1/4, and it's open. Now, sometimes in the spring, this will be filled up halfway with water, so you'll have to be careful. You'll have to put your key down and feel around until you feel it straddle the lip to turn on the water. So that is how I turn the water off. And in a second, I'm gonna go inside and show you how to do the rest of the winterization. So the next part of the winterization is actually quite simple. It just involves putting antifreeze in your toilets and sinks and every place you have a drain. So I'm going to show you first what kind of antifreeze we typically use. I have a few gallons of it here. This is RV and marine antifreeze, and the reason why we like to use this is because it's going into a septic tank, and so it needs to stay safe. And these are gentle antifreeze that you're able to put it in your septic tank. Alright, the first thing you want to do before you put in the antifreeze is flush the toilet so a lot of the water can go down. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Alrighty. So typically before I would drain out the excess water with maybe a can or a cup, but I don't have any right now. It's not really totally necessary. So I'm just going to leave it as is. And this is where you pour a little bit of antifreeze in. And let me just show you how much. First container is about empty. But you just can pour it in directly, so. Okay, and that's good. That's probably enough. You've got a little bit of a pinkish tint to the bowl, but it's not completely, you know, deep pink. It's like maybe a half a cup or a full cup if you were using a measuring cup. Next, you're going to look at your sinks. I always open up the sink, and if there's any water in the pipeline, it'll come out, but this one is good. Again, I just pour just a little bit of antifreeze in, let it go down, and the water's turned off so I can't rinse it out. Same thing with your tub. Hang on. Same thing with your tub. And, you know, this does stain, but still it's worth it. Just a little bit in the tub. Maybe turn it on, see if there's any water in the pipe, and there is not. Next thing you know is never turn the heat off completely. I just put the temperature really low, usually 58, 59 degrees. That will keep your place warm and will keep anything, any water in the pipes from freezing. But we do want to winterize with the antifreeze in case the power will go out for a prolonged period of time. That's when you're at risk of having the pipes break. Again, you want to pour a little bit of antifreeze into the kitchen sink. Again, you don't need to put that much in. I take these little drain thingies out, and a little more on this side. Okay, now unfortunately that does tend to stain over time, not so much the stainless, but the porcelain appliances will stain a little bit. Now I'm going to finish up in the upstairs bathroom. Again, I start by flushing the toilet. If you have a cup or a can, you could take some of the water out of the bowl and dump it down the sink just so you don't have so much and it's a stronger dilution when you add the antifreeze. But you don't have to do that. So right now, again, I'm going to pour antifreeze into the toilet. And that should be plenty. I'm going to come over here, do the same thing in the sink. Oh, see, a little bit air comes out. Just add a little bit of antifreeze to the sink. And finally, last but not least, come over and do it again in your bathtub. Alright, so it looks pretty good. Okay, so got a little bit there. It should flow down the drain, but right now that's about it. Here's a nice view of this cabin from your upstairs bedroom. I used to, when I lived here, which was not long ago, I would sleep with the curtains open. So when it was snowing in the morning, I could look out and see it. But even in the summertime, it was just nice to wake up and look out onto the trees. When you're done, just be sure to lock up your place. Check to be sure you put your key in the spot where you'll always remember, so you can find it the next time. And then basically just remember to lock your door, and you'll be safe till the next time you come out. Yuki, are you ready to get in the car? Yeah, Yuki's ready. The other boy's already in the car. But yeah, it's snowing. It's very pretty. Let me take you to take a look. I typically leave the gate open when I leave, because if we get a very deep snowstorm while we're away, the guy that comes and plows can kind of plow into your driveway. I have been here when I've left the gate closed and there's a foot of snow and you actually have to get a shovel and dig your way out, and that is just a recipe for an early heart attack. I'm Dawn Dickenson, and I hope you enjoyed the video topic today on how to winterize your Northern Arizona cabin. I post videos every single week about Arizona topics, mostly Northern Arizona, living here, real estate, and that sort of thing. If you enjoyed the video, I would appreciate it if you hit the like button. And if you really liked it and enjoy the topic, please hit the subscribe, and I hope to see you here again next week.